Hello, people of the internet. Welcome back to Vee Vlogs. We are
that should be our new greeting.
Our new greeting? Just scrap the welcome back.
Yeah.
People of the internet. It's day night, even though it's like 3:30 in the afternoon. It's day afternoon. We are going to the keg because our paleo diet only allows us to have meat and veggies and healthy stuff. So the keg is the most viable option for our new Lyme disease diet. So we're going to the keg.
I'm just watching your eyebrow movement.
I move my eyebrows a lot.
Yeah, you do. It's like on Amelia Clark levels.
You know what? The keg looks like a really fancy Pizza Hut. Like, you know how the top of the Pizza Huts look like a hat? You know?
Okay.
That's just like in my mind. I don't know.
Pizza's just always on your mind.
This is the least busiest keg I've ever been to. I thought it was closed as we were pulling up, but it's open, I think. So
there's at least 4 people in there.
that's good though. Fast service, fast meals. I'm actually really hungry right now, so
Let's go have. Is it even dinner? Or supper?
It's early dinner.
It's kind of in between lunch and supper. It's a good old lupper.
Because we're probably gonna eat by 4:45, so that's like almost regular dinner hours.
About. Let's just go.
Let's go. I'm gonna get my ribs. My ribs and fries. Ribs and fries.
Have fun with the sauces though.
Why?
Not all barbecue sauce is gluten-free. What? Welcome to my world. Life is pain. We are here.
We are here. It's a very dimly lit restaurant. So even though it's like 3 in the afternoon, it's very dark.
Well, the thing is, like with your vision, it's really hard for you to just see anything.
I have terrible vision. Right now it looks like we're sitting in like a dark room.
Don't worry, we got a little light.
A tiny little light illuminating off of my face right now.
You look good. Don't worry. We got our drinks. That's about it.
Yeah, so we just order our appetizers and our dinner, and we can't have the bread that goes to the table because everyone's looking at this vlog. We can't have the bread because Ty is celiac, and I'm trying not to have gluten, so... And the bread is so good here. I'm gonna miss it. Oh well.
Yeah, that's pretty much
It
it.
is how it is.
I just like that everyone's asking if we're celebrating something.
I know. It's like, no, just dinner.
Yeah, we're celebrating dinner.
How are we doing today? It's so awkward, like, filming here. I guess the manager just came out and made sure that you knew everything was...
Whenever anybody has an allergy, the manager has to come out. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm just gonna sit here and pretend I'm taking your picture just so people think I'm doing something.
Yeah.
And not just videotaping.
Anyways, just waiting for food.
Look at that, and
That
look at this.
smells so good. What's the
that.
dipping sauce?
I do not know. I'm probably not gonna use it.
But I got my Caesar salad and I can't have the croutons. Sad face. It looks good. It's okay. I'll go around them.
It's the good stuff. I'm gonna try and figure out what I'm supposed to do with this. They said the plate and the skewer is hot. I'm waiting for you to join in the conversation, but I guess you're just eating.
I'm so hungry.
Okay, I'll let you eat. Already digging in before we have the chance to actually show it complete. So happy, aren't you?
Yes, very good.
Yes, I have my salmon here, and yeah, we're just gonna try and enjoy and have a good date night as best we can. We were just joking before because we can't really have a date night like regular people, because it's not like we can ask, you know, how's work or anything like that.
How's work going? Any coworker arguments? Because we work together.
Pretty much, yeah, and we're at home all the time. But yeah, we're just trying to enjoy ourselves, and looks good. Looks very good.
12 seconds later.
Back in the car.
We're always in the car. Always. I'm pretty sure other than going to the keg, this vlog is exclusively car vlog.
So, it is 2 days later, because we're great vloggers, and we are currently on the way to Toronto, your favorite place in the world, to go to my...
2 kilometers. Follow 4 east.
Shut down.
To go to my respirologist, because as you guys know, I haven't been able to breathe properly. It's still been really, really bad. Puffers haven't helped or anything, so we're gonna go see him, see if he can do some tests on my lungs and find out what's wrong with me. Fingers crossed, because I really want to breathe again properly. It's really terrible to constantly just be out of breath. So we're in some traffic right now, as usual, going to Toronto, but we should make some good time. We left really early, so I think we're supposed to be there by 11 a.m. and I think we're gonna make it.
Hopefully. As we were saying before, there was a bad stint of traffic probably about 2 minutes ago. If we kept up at that speed, because we were only going 20 on the highway, we would still make it, only 10 minutes late. So we're very early.
Yes.
It looks like it's going to slow down up front because it's not very good. Even both ways, like people coming out, they're slowing down.
I don't know what's been going on.
Too many people, that's what's been going on.
Oh, Ty needs to explain the apple from the video with Dozer on Monday.
Okay, so everybody was commenting how there's a very artistic apple, and the reason why it's on there is because it's actually a workaround for the editing software we use. I use iMovie, and we have a brand new camera that actually records at 1080p. The only issue is iMovie doesn't really recognize the file format, so it considers it below 1080. But I looked up on some forums and some FAQs, and they said if you put in a very high resolution picture first, and then you can put all your stuff in, it'll recognize it as 1080p and you can post it as 1080p. But I forgot to take the picture of the apple out, because that is the very high resolution picture that I use.
Yeah.
So when I put in the intro and outro, I have the apple attached to it, and that's why it's kind of, you know, a very artistic and menacing apple just zooming in quickly.
It's a beautiful apple.
It is, and whoever took that picture did a really good job.
Yeah.
I can't take credit for that picture. I just grabbed a random high-resolution picture off of Google.
And it was such a sad video title. Like, it's about Dozer's, like, horrible incident, and, like, you click on it, it's
apple.
like, apple.
I'm really tempted to, just in case I forget it again, just to put very menacing music along with the apple, but as you can tell, for the past few vlogs now, I've remembered, I've been a little more vigilant with it, but I've been doing that for probably ever since we got the new camera, just because we realized when we were posting it, the quality dropped really quickly for some reason. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's why there's an apple. It's kind of silly.
Answer all your questions.
It's kind of silly. It's weird what workarounds you can figure out with computer programs.
Anyways, we're gonna go to the respirologist, and I'll let you know how it goes, and we'll see you soon.
Eventually.
And we're back in the car.
Strictly a car vlog.
So we're heading back home now. Just saw the doctor. He did all my like lung function tests in the office, and he says that it's pretty normal seeming. He was really surprised when he found out I had a collapsed lung in 2011.
Camera just moves on its own.
Yeah, I know. He wanted to see my scar. He wanted to know all about it. And what's weird is that my doctor, I don't know where she got this information from, but on my referral to this lung doctor, she put that I don't even have a left lung. She said my left lung is gone and was removed.
No.
Which is not the case at all. I still have a left lung. In fact, my right lung was the one that collapsed, and I only got a small portion removed just so they can do the surgery and reinflate my lung, just because my lungs are too big for my rib cage. But I don't know why she had that info to give to him, which is kind of concerning, because that's on my health record that I don't have a left lung. When I do,
for all you know, when people see this and then they do an x-ray of your lungs, it's like,
it grew back.
Oh dang, it's a miracle. Your lung is just there again.
Yeah.
The right one shrunk a little, or maybe it's like some form of like osmosis or something. Your right lung just lost a little bit so you could grow a new one on the left-hand side.
Goodness.
Yeah, I still know that. Grade 7 science.
Okay, so in conclusion of today, that was a big
That was a big pothole. A big plot hole.
Pothole.
The plot
The
thickens.
big plot hole.
Yes, this video is probably all plot holes because we just keep diving in between places.
This video's all over the place. So he sent me home with 2 referrals. One is to get an echocardiogram, which I've had before. It's an ultrasound of your heart, just to make sure everything's still good there.
Make sure it's still beating. You're not a vampire.
Even though I have terrible arrhythmia, so it'll never beat properly. But anyway. And the second thing is to go get lung tests for COPD, which I really hope I don't have, because like that's something you don't want to have. There's different stages of COPD though. Like you can have a moderate form of it, which I could possibly have. It's definitely not a severe form, because severe forms you're like really struggling. Anyways though, that was our day. I had a really embarrassing bathroom experience. I went to use the bathroom, and the man before me, he was in there for a while, and then when he came out, I walked in and like everything looked fine. And then I went to the washroom, I went pee, and it was like your morning pee, so like you pee a lot, you know what I mean? Like you can see you peed a lot in the toilet. And then I go to flush, and I see that it's like one of those automatic toilet flusher things, but it was torn out of the wall. I don't know if the Hulk went in there to use the washroom or something, but the literal like automatic signal-y thing that's usually on the back of the wall was torn out. The wires were falling out everywhere, and I was like, how the heck do I flush the toilet? So I'm like poking the wires, hoping I don't get electrocuted. I'm like waving my hand in front of the wires. Nothing's like helping. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like the pee is just gonna stay in the toilet and whoever's waiting in line is gonna have to see me leave and see that I didn't flush. So I washed my hands. I'm still like trying to figure it out. It wouldn't work. Open the door. This sweet little old lady is waiting to use the washroom. And like, I almost told her the problem, but like I get really bad social anxiety, so I couldn't say anything. So I looked at her, she looked at me, and I held the door open for her and she was like, thanks so much, dearie. And I was like, and then I left and I ran. She ended up being one of the people who were sitting in the waiting room with us. So like I had to see her again afterwards. She came in and sat down beside me and I was like, she knows what my pee looks like. It was just really awkward. But she was the cutest old lady in the whole world. They were like Irish.
Her husband were like hilarious.
They were so cute. Like they were like probably in their late 70s, had these cute little outfits on. They were sitting beside each other holding hands. They had like really thick Irish accents. Oh my god, I love them. They had the cutest conversations. She was wearing these cute little white, they look like loafers almost. And she turned to her husband and she's like, Harold, did you know I'm wearing...
Not Harold, Colin.
Oh, Colin.
Yes.
Harold just seems like a more like old person name, you know what I mean? Anyway, let me restart. She said, in an Irish accent, which I'm not going to try and do because I don't want to offend people, but she was like, Colin, did you know I'm wearing men's shoes? And he was like, are you really? And she was like, yeah, I just love them so much. They're so comfy, so I had to get them even though they're men's shoes. And he was like, wow, Carol, I love them on you. No, her name wasn't Carol. Let me restart that. He was like, wow, Gretel.
Gretel?
Wow, Gretel, they look really great on you. And she was like, well, my friend Carol doesn't think they look nice on me. And he was like, your friend Carol said what? And she was like, my friend Carol says they're way too big for me. And he was like, well, I think they look lovely on you. And she was like, well, I love them on me. And he was like, as you should, dear. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is couple goals. Like, her husband was like, Carol should not say that to you. I don't know.
He didn't do that though.
He didn't do this, no. I don't even know what this is. I'm not even snapping. They were really cute. That's the story time of today. And we're on our way home.
And we have more appointments in Toronto.
Woo! Love my health. Anyways, though, we're gonna close the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed the randomness and our health journey as usual. And have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next vlog, okay? Bye!
See you guys.